guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. I have a review for you today. Every once in a while I like to go to Amazon and I like to look around at books just for something different, something outside of the normal books that I tend to read. I do, however, read a wide array of books, so I just think I'm looking for something a little more different. So last year I read a book, Flesh-Worn Stone by John A. Burks. It was free, so I picked it up. I did do a review of this book. I will link to that below. If you guys remember me reading this and doing this review, you'll remember that I was rather disturbed by this book. I had no idea what I was getting into. I had no idea that it was going to be as explicit as it was or as over the top as it was. And it actually kind of shocked me. It took me a long time to absorb what I read in this book. And I did come to realize that it was this explicit in nature and the characters were this insane to show us how desperate they were. That they were in this mindset of, I will do what I have to survive. It made me really start thinking about that. Enough so that not too long ago, a couple weeks ago maybe, I picked up the second book, which is Splintered Asphalt. They had both of those books, so I also picked up the third one, Bloodstained Mahogany. My review is for Splintered Asphalt, and I didn't find it to be as explicit in nature. It's still there, but it's a little more tame in this one. And I think maybe that could be because I was already in that mindset. I knew what I was getting into with this. So to start off, the author did continue where he left off, but he took it in an obvious different direction than what I had first anticipated. I did understand why he did that, because if you're going to write a book like this, then it could be deemed boring if you're going to go through that all again in a second book. It has to progress. So basically what the series is about is there's this man and the woman. They didn't actually witness, they heard their sons being shot and killed, and they were taken away to this island and they were tossed into the game. The game is what the series name is called. And what this is about is you're thrown into this game and you have to fight to survive. Like, they will set up matches between people and give them what they have to do in this match to win it. And if you win it, you get a mark on your forehead. And when you get 5 of those marks, you are released. And you are welcomed into this community, and you have riches beyond your imagination, and you become this kind of like hero among the other ones that, you know, are also in the game. That is the gist of the story. I actually described it kind of like the Hunger Games on triple steroids when I did my first review. The difference between it is they're in more of a compact area. There's no venturing out. You were practically on top of everybody, and you know, you could form friendships and that kind of stuff, which were dangerous because, you know, you could come face to face with whoever that new friend is and have to fight or whatever. So there was no moving around into different areas where you felt safe. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like a huge cave on this island where everything took place. So the plot I thought was great, and I love the plot twists and that kind of stuff. And I really started understanding the characters a little bit more in this book because, you know, I really thought about what I was reading. And I even started liking some of the characters. You have some of the old characters, and then you got new characters that are introduced into the story. And you're in a different setting in this one, so it makes it, if it's possible, it makes it even more exciting, because that first one was pretty intense and pretty full of action and excitement. And this one just seemed more intense, more action, therefore more exciting. And I really liked that. I was really glad to see that. It did progress well, the characters evolved well, and John A. Burks is a very visual writer. And if you read this series, you will understand that. He's got really good imagery, even if it is a little over the top, but it's still good nonetheless. You can visualize everything. You have no choice. It is visualized as you're reading it. It's good. And I rated the second book a 4-star. Now, the first one I probably would have rated a 4-star too had I not felt that shock of the disturbing nature that I was reading. But this one, definitely a 4-star rating, definitely worth reading, and I'm looking forward to reading the third one. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to be a trilogy. There may be more coming, but I'm looking forward to the third one, and I'll probably do a review on the third one as well. So if you are not faint of heart, you'll probably enjoy this. If you're faint of heart, don't even pick it up because, yeah. I mean, I don't like excessive gore and violence either, but I did not know what I was getting into. It said there was going to be violence and stuff like that. I just didn't know the extent. So if you're faint of heart, don't even pick it up because, yeah, you will probably be like, what? If you like this stuff, have a go at it, you know. Go get the book. It's not free anymore. The first one's not free, but try it out. If you've read this book or this trilogy or what have you, let me know in the comments below because I would kind of like to discuss this with somebody who's read it. And there's probably a lot to discuss. I just don't want to get it out in this video. If you intend on reading it, also, you know, go read it and then come to me and say, hey, I read this book or this series or whatever, and we'll talk about it. So let me know in the comments below. That's it. That's my review. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.